Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about workshops and also CSI events. They're kind of the same thing as far as the site is concerned. Uh, if you look on the front of the site, so this is the main CSI page. Right now there's not one in here for the future, so nothing will show up here. If we look at past projects, we can see that there are several in here now. There's also a page over here called workshops, and it is these are basically the same kinds of content, and it just pulls out generic workshops here, and then on the CSI page it pulls out workshops that have been categorized as being CSI events. So I'll show you what I mean. So if we go back here, in the menu over here on the left, there is an item called workshops. If we go to all workshops, we can see there's just a few in here right now. And then here it shows you the type. If it has no type, it's just an ordinary workshop. And then this would be a CSI registrar's event. So if we wanted to add a new one, obviously just click Add New. So this form is a little bit different than a typical WordPress page or post. First we would put the name, the title of it. That will appear on the site. Let's just say this is a new workshop. Then here we would select the date, and let's say the date is going to be on March 31st of this year. If it's a multi-day event, it will allow you to set an end date. It looks like most of yours are single-day events, so probably won't need to worry about that. And then the location of where it will be, and let's just say it's going to be in Eugene, Oregon. And then the cost would be $50. The time, let's say it's going to be 1 p.m. to 5. This one is, the date is a really critical piece here, and that will format itself when you select it by picking a date off the calendar. These are pretty free form. You know, you can put in whatever you want. It'd be like, you could say $50, snack included, whatever it might be. And then here's where we would put a description of the site. Put in some placeholder text there. That's what the workshop is about. And then down here you'll notice there's another one of these, just like this one that says to register. So this would be information that is just specific to how to sign up, register for the event. And it will also be information that will not appear, as this little note says. This will be important, relevant before the event happened, but after the event happened, it's no longer really important or relevant. So in the archives, this stuff, whatever's here, won't show up. So you would just put in something, do whatever you need to do to register. Now, this type right here is you could add other categories in the future if you wanted to for some reason. Right now this CSI one is the only specific type we have, and if I click that box it will show up with the CSI registrar's events, and if I don't click it, it will show up with the rest of the workshops. So I'll not click it now and hit publish. And now if we go over to the front here and we look at workshops, but I did say we didn't have a workshop currently coming up, and now we have this is a new workshop, and it has our date and time and all of these different pieces. And then this part to register shows up here. And this would have the details, or it could be links to a form, or you have a PayPal button or something. Now, if we go back, to edit this event, and let's just say that this event really happened in the past. It happened on March 2nd. We update. go back here and refresh this page, this will automatically have jumped down here into past workshops. So, it's kind of the reason that we have this date here and these two different pieces down below, so that hopefully this will make this a little easier to maintain. You won't have to remember to go back in there after the event is over and say, oh yeah, we need to move this to the archive of past events, all that stuff. Because this date is set, all this stuff will happen sort of automatically. So once you input the information, you shouldn't have to think about it again. Now, to show you one other thing, if we wanted to go to, if we wanted to make this a CSI event, we click this box and we update it. Now when we go back and we're on this workshops page, it's going to vanish from here because it's not in these workshops anymore. But if we go to the CSI registrars, past projects, so we had set that to past, so that is now going to show up here. And if we wanted to edit it further, we could say, let's say this was back on March 31st. It's not going to show up on this past page anymore, but under the main CSI registrars page, it will show us that, hey, there's our next CSI, and it has the information and then to register all of that stuff. So once you input the information, you shouldn't have to worry about too much, a lot of maintenance, going back and moving things from the coming up section to the archive section. All of that stuff should take care of itself as long as the date is set. I'm going to show you one more thing quickly. Go back to all workshops. Since this is just a test, we can trash that one. Now, the Look Observatory event is already in here. That was in October 2015. And you'll see this is set up that same way. There actually is some registration information down here, or any information really that would be pertinent before it happened, but not important afterwards. Should go in there. And then we have this thing over here called featured image. So we'll have an image that we want to include with that. So we click here. This image is already in the site. I know. Somewhere. There it is. So then I'm just going to select it and then click Set Featured Image. That will show up there. And then if I update it, and we go back to past CSI projects, that's where this one lives now. I have a nice image here. In fact, I've got another image ready, and this image will always be sort of square, so just keep that in mind as you upload it. Go back here, we want to go to all workshops, and we have this Hoover Dam photo, so if we want to edit this one, I have the particulars in here for this event. There's not a description, could be something you might want to add. Again, this is the same thing, we have a featured image. I don't have this one uploaded to the site yet, so it's off to the side here. Just grab this one, so we're going to upload a new one. So click upload, take this, drag it onto here. Let it process. And when it's ready, we just select that. It should basically be the same thing as we just did with the observatory. So now we should have a photo here next to Hoover Dam, and that's just awaiting this description. That's weird. I'll figure out why that scroll bar is showing up and fix that. So that's how those work. I think this will look nicer when, if they all had images. Workshops would be the same way. If you wanted to have an image with a workshop, it would show up in that same way, and I think those would make the pages look better. So that's all for that one. Thanks.